almost every Connect, I've been up on stage talking about VR's coming moment. That moment where it goes from R&D to fully baked, from promise to reality. Well, I'm never going to step up on this stage and talk about VR in the future again, because VR is happening now. About 4 months ago, we launched Rift S and Quest, and the response has been incredible. Again, consumers are buying them as fast as we can make them. They're returning to VR week after week, and they're buying and experiencing and loving a lot of content. In fact, as Mark said earlier, consumers have spent over $100 million in the Oculus Store to date. $100 million. And Quest is accelerating that. We're seeing the first hockey stick bend in VR's adoption curve. So now, if a consumer asks us, is this the time? Should I buy into VR? The answer, without hesitation, is yes. We have an incredible amount of great experiences for you, and we're building more every day. You have questions about our hardware? Read our reviews. And if a developer asks, is this the time where I should be developing for VR? The answer is also absolutely yes. We're building the user base you want. We have the ecosystem you need. We have an incredible form factor. We're going to keep pushing the technical limits. And together, the developers in this room and Facebook are building the content of the future. We're doing this together. Now, this is usually the time in Connect where I would pivot, and I would start talking about the incredible games and experiences that the developer community is going to bring to our platform this year. I love doing that. But, as many of you know, Oculus has a new head of content, and I have a new role. So this year, I have a very short time on stage. He gets to come out here and have all that fun with you. Please welcome Mike Verdu.
Thanks, Jason. So yes, VR is now, and the future has arrived, but it is just not very evenly distributed. One of my favorite quotes from William Gibson has never been so true for virtual reality. How many of you remember that? It's a Rift DK1. The future arrived for many of you when you first put that on. And VR, it's been coming to life around us ever since. And for a while, back then, it seemed like the future would break over the world like a wave and it would carry us with it into the promised land. But that's not how it happened. It's taken years. The future came from people one at a time. Fast forward to 2019. There are millions of people entering VR regularly, and we've seen the first VR-only platinum hit, selling more than 1 million units. I mean, that's awesome. VR titles are now racking up sales numbers that are respectable in any other medium. At last, the future has arrived at enough scale that we can actually make a living there. And that's why we can finally say, VR is now. This is not happening by magic. The future is arriving because of your creativity, your passion, and your hard work. I've been around the gaming industry long enough to see the birth of multiple platforms, and what made these platforms succeed? Developers and creators like you. So look around at your fellow pioneers who have carried the faith. You've been waiting for the world to catch up with you, and it finally has. You are not early anymore. You're in the right place at the right time. And from all of us here, your partners, we wanted to say thank you. Thank you for sticking with it. Now let's talk about Oculus Quest, because Quest is bringing the future to a whole lot more people. As you've heard and as you've seen, no PC, no tethers, no external sensors, and a time to fun measured in seconds. Quest is off to an incredible start, all thanks to the experiences created by all of you. Your hard work is paying off. It's paying off in the metrics that matter to your business. For example, the average attach rate for purchased apps on Quest, higher than any of our other platforms. In fact, in the first month of Quest, more than 80% of Quest buyers purchased content. It's paying off for developers, like the Superhot team, who sold more than 300% more copies for Quest than their Rift launch. And it's paying off for Beat Games, who made that first platinum hit. Their Quest launch has been phenomenal. Their success is letting them land deals with the likes of Imagine Dragons, and they're on track to deliver more original music and major labels alike. Please join me in celebrating their success by giving a warm welcome to Vladimir Rinchar and Jan Ilowski from Beat Games.
Thank you, Mike. And thank you, Beat Saber community, who made this all possible. We are so grateful. We initially made Beat Saber just in 3 guys, Jaroslav Beck, me, and Vladimir.
To our surprise, it became quickly a viral hit, played by more than 1 million players all around the world. It shows that a successful VR game can be created even with no budget and no big teams. Virtual reality has so much unexplored potential. It can be a simple and engaging concept, which is inclusive and enables players to feel like superheroes.
This May, we are proud to be one of the launch titles for Quest, and a month later, we showcased Beat Saber with 360 degrees levels. And we actually think that this new mode might be the best way how to play the game, and it will be available for everyone this December. Yeah. I know that's a bit far from now, but we actually have something great you will enjoy much sooner.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
Yeah, that's right. We are announcing the new music pack. It's Panic at the Disco, and it will be out next week. We can't wait for you to try it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Vlad and Jan have brought so much delight to so many players, as are other developers who are finding success in a variety of ways. They create, they refine, they build a loyal fan base, and they deliver value with every update. Just look at BitPlanet Games. They've built a franchise in VR. They shipped Ultra Wings across a variety of VR devices over the last few years, added content through updates, and they built a community. Or Vertical Robot. They cut their teeth on the Unreal Engine for Oculus Go. That experience paid off in Red Matter. It's one of the best looking games on Quest. In just 1 week on Quest, they managed to double their lifetime revenue from Rift. And then there's stress level 0. They've been shipping VR games since the early days, each title bolder than the last. Their upcoming game, Boneworks, is an impressive display of physics and the use of touch. And we're pleased to announce that a new title in the Boneworks universe is coming to Quest next year. We think gamers on Quest have a ton to look forward to this year and next. thanks to the ingenuity of the people in this room. Here's just a peek at some recent and upcoming titles.
Yeah. Come on, come on. Let the games begin. For the love of the game, I gave it my last name, cause I'm married to it. To me, it's my everything. Broken now, remain calm, it's what I do best. To my first true love, I confess. It's for the love of the game. It's for the love of the game. We all live. Let the games begin.
There are more than 100 games and other products slated for Quest by the end of the year, and even more coming in 2020. And speaking of things to look forward to, one of the definitive experiences on Quest has been ILM X Lab's Vader Immortal. Now, you've all had that moment in Vader Immortal where you come face to face with the Sith Lord himself for the first time, and you look up and you feel like he's actually there with you. Presence isn't just about the feeling that you're in another place. Lord Vader reminds us it's about feeling the presence of others, even virtual characters. We've been delighted with the reception for Vader Immortal. These are press and reviewer quotes, but our users love the experience as well. Our most upvoted user review says, "I still can't wipe this stupid grin off my face. I can't wait for episode 2." And the team at ILM X Lab has been hard at work on the next chapter. And to tell you more, I'd like to introduce Jose Perez III and Alyssa Finley